Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be ranking all of the brand new Avengers video game Funko Pop exclusives that were revealed at Toy Fair 2020. And I know I did a previous video doing a ranking of the common versions of these pops, but at the time they had not revealed the exclusives yet, so now that they've been revealed, I wanted to make sure I did a video covering them because I think they're actually some really cool designs here, so I definitely wanted to go over them for all of you. So if you don't know how my ranking videos work, for each pop I give them a score out of 5, and then at the end of the video I give it a total score out of 25 for this one, which I'll then convert over to a percent mark. And I will also let you know my want list for this group of pops here. And just so you know, this is all my personal opinion, of course. Nothing I say is objective, and you're all entitled to your own opinion. And I want to hear your rankings down below as well. You can share those to me because I always like to compare my rankings to yours to kind of see the differences and similarities between them. But now let's just get started with the video here, and let's get started with number 5. Alright, so here we have Thor, and this is the glow-in-the-dark Amazon exclusive, and I think that this one has a really cool design. I spoke about it in the previous video of the common versions of these pops, because of course there's a common version of this one, but I think that the glow-in-the-dark one definitely enhances it by making the lightning glow, the eyes, and then some of these circles on his chest plate there. And I did find out that all of the outfits here are like Stark Tech outfits, so it's kind of what I speculated about in the previous video, where I kind of thought, yeah, these are some pretty high-tech outfits going on, and I was right about that Tony Stark was the one designing them, and I think that's a really cool idea here. I think it definitely really pays off because it lends itself to making more complex designs here with more like in-depth details going on, and I think this one definitely looks fantastic, so I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5, and now let's move on to number 4. Alright, so here we have Captain America, and this is the glow-in-the-dark version for this character, and this is going to be a Best Buy exclusive. And for this one, you can see the eyes are glowing, the little star on his outfit is glowing, and then also the little like arc reactor thing in his shield is also glowing. So some pretty cool details here. I don't think it was absolutely necessary to make a glow-in-the-dark version for this one, or maybe just have it be the common version, but it's still cool that we are getting this alternate version. It's definitely, I'd say, the superior version, as was Thor to the common, and I think it just looks really cool here. The design of this one looks awesome because it's a very unique look for Captain America with the more armored, like Iron Man sort of design, and I think that looks really unique here. So for this one, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5, and now let's move on to number 3. Okay, so at number 3 here, this one is not necessarily an exclusive, but when I originally spoke about this one in my original video, I did not know that there was a chase version of this one, and that is the Black Widow Stark Tech suit pop. And for this one, there is a glow chase version, so when I was speaking about it in that previous video, I said that the common version was just the glow-in-the-dark one because I was not aware that there would be a chase version. And as you can see here, there are the two different versions. I definitely think that the outfit looks really cool, and I feel like the glow-in-the-dark really looks great on this one because it has a lot of electricity going around the staff, and then you also have it on the night vision goggles there. I think that's really cool. So just overall a really unique design here. I definitely really love how that came out. I think there's a lot of intricate details here and some really cool color choices on the outfit at the bottom of her torso and her legs. I think that looks really great. So for this one, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5, and now let's move on to number 2. Alright, so here we have the Iron Man Target exclusive pop, and I think this one looks really fantastic. I love seeing Iron Man in a more dynamic sort of flying position, and I think that this looks really great. I love how they have him hoisted up there. I think that that looks really cool. He's kind of hovering there. It would have been cool to maybe see some of the like fuel coming out of his boots there so that you can kind of see how he is flying, but I think it still looks cool nonetheless. I like the gold and the red like kind of going into a gradient around the kneecaps there. I think that's kind of a cool detail there and a unique design for the character, similar to where his sort of gloves are there, or his gauntlets I suppose. It's like kind of going into a gradient, and I do like that design. The helmet looks really great as well. I definitely love that they're making these ones metallic. I think it definitely makes it shine and like kind of pop off the shelf a little bit more, so a really cool one here for sure. This one is going to get a 5 out of 5. And now let's move on to number 1. Alright, so here we have the Hulk skeleton version. This one is a Walmart exclusive, and I was really surprised by this one. When I first saw it, I was like, what is this version of Hulk? It looks really weird. Kind of looked like the first appearance version of Hulk. I'm not too sure. Kind of similar to that, but this one is really cool now that I've kind of looked at it more in depth. I feel like it has a really unique design to it, and it definitely stands apart the most, I'd say, from the common version, because it's a completely different color scheme, a different sort of molding as well, which is really nice. Around the pants, it doesn't look as much of an armored look here. It looks like a more savage, like sort of caveman look to him, and I think that's a really unique design and a suitable design for Hulk because he's more of a primitive character, at least in most iterations, and I think that just looks really great. I love the design of this one. It's definitely a more darker tone one, and I think that's good because it really contrasts well against the other Avengers pops. So for this one, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. And now let's move on to my want list for the wave. Okay, so for my want list for this group of exclusives here, there are only 2 of them that I really want to pick up, and those are the Hulk Skeleton exclusive and the Iron Man Target exclusive. I think that both of these ones are really unique, and I really love the Iron Man, especially in that pose there. I really hope it comes to Canada as maybe a Toys R Us exclusive. They seem to be doing that with Target exclusives over here in Canada. And then the Walmart exclusive, we really haven't been getting Walmart exclusives lately, even though we do have the stores here, so hopefully maybe that one comes here, or maybe it'll go to Toys R Us. Who knows? They seem to be doing some weird stuff over here in Canada of where they're choosing to put the exclusives, but nonetheless a really good group of exclusives here. I think they definitely all look really unique and have some cool designs to them. And if you want to check out my other video on the common versions of the Avengers pops, I'll make sure to leave it at the end of this video so that you'll be able to go watch that if you're interested. But thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to let me know in the comment section down below what is your ranking of these exclusives, and do you agree with my ranking, or do you think it should be in a different order here? I always like to hear the differing opinions in the comment section down below. So just thank you so much for watching the video. I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.